There's nothing left outside the decay.
Elwa, you're being unnecessarily violent in your speech.
I feel that strongly about it.
You mustn't sound like you are a fanatic.
You take no stand against it?
You know the stand that I take.
I know what ought to be done.
What ought to be done is legislation made to make for reforms.
More than reforms, but action really drastic.
I favor that too, within all practical bounds.
Practical? You can't be practical, Mother. What about evil?
You want the old section torn down?
Condemned and demolished.
That is not a reasonable stand.
Stand take.
Well, then I'm afraid that you're not a reasonable person.
I have good precedence for it.
What do you mean?
All throughout the scripture are cases of cities being burned when they became nests of foulness.
Oh, Elwa.
Condemn it, I say, purify it with fire.
You're breathing hoarsely. That's odds brings upon asthma, overexcitement, not just breathing in bad air.
I am breathing hoarsely.
You are. Sit down. Try to relax.
I can't anymore.
Well, then go into the kitchen and get an Amicol tablet.
I don't want to get relying on medication. I hardly feel well.
You were never as strong as I'd like you to be.
I seem to have chronic fatigue.
The juvenile trouble has always been with nerves.
I had a sinus infection. You call that nerves?
No, but...
Look! This asthma, this suffocation, this choking. You call that nerves?
I never agree with what the doctor said.
You hate all doctors who rabid upon the subject.
I just think that all healing begins with faith in the spirit.
How can I keep going when I don't sleep?
Well, I think your insomnia is caused by eating that night.
It soothes my stomach.
Well, liquids serve that purpose.
Liquids do not satisfy me.
Well, then something digestible then.
All
No.
that is flowers is nauseating to look at.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Elwa, what are you talking about? What has been on your mind for the past 10 days?
Intolerable burden. The conscience of all dirty men.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
How can I speak any plainer?
Go to confession.
The priest is a cripple in skirts.
How can you say that?
I have seen his skirts, I've seen his crutches. And I've heard his meaningless mumble through the
You
walls.
will not speak like that in my presence.
It's worn out magic. It doesn't burn anymore.
Burning anymore? What do you mean?
For the sake of burning.
For what?
For God! For the purification. Oh God, I can't go back in the house. I can't stay on this porch. I can't even breathe very freely. I don't know what's going to happen to me.
Elwa, you're going to bring on an attack. Sit down and tell me quietly and tell me what's the matter. What have you had in your mind for the past 10 days?
How do you know I've had something on my mind?
That's something on your mind so that we could go Tuesday.
Yes, I didn't suppose you'd notice.
What happened at the post office?
How do you know it was there?
Because there's nothing at home to explain your condition.
No.
So, what was it at work?
A letter.
Someone sent you a letter and that's what upset you?
It wasn't sent to me.
So, what do you mean by a letter?
A letter came in my hands by accident, and something fell on it.
What fell on the unsealed letter?
A picture.
A what?
A picture.
What kind of picture was it?
Lower your voice. That woman is listening to us.
Miss Bordelon?
Yes! She writes shorthand notes at the table, listening to every word I said.
What purpose would she have to do that?
Haven't you heard of hired investigators?
Hired investigation? Oh, Elwa, you're speaking so hoarsely. Now, go back and tell me about the picture.
A lewd photograph fell in the envelope.
Okay, and where's the photo?
I have it here.
You had the person? You had the thing on your person?
Lower your voice. She's listening to us.
Miss Bordelon, no!
Yes! Yes, she is!
Oh, Elwa. Now, tell me about the picture.
The two naked figures.
Of what?
Of two naked figures.
Of whom?
Two people.
Oh, Elwa. Is it that bad?
Passes beyond all description.
All that bad?
No. Worse. It's as if something blew up in my hand and scalded me in the face with acid.
Oh, Elwa. How'd you hear about all this information?
I made an investigation.
And who was the sender?
A university student.
Is the sender young?
19.
And are his parents still alive?
Yes, both of his parents still living in the city. He happens to be an only child.
So how'd you go about this investigation?
I called upon the sender and visited the dormitory and told him that I was holding the letter for blackmail.
How perfectly awful.
Of course, I had to explain to him the responsibility of the situation and that it was excessively fair for me to even hold the letter as long as I did.
Well, that's what ought to be done.
And then, the sender began to be abusive, ugly. I can't even repeat the charges and the evil suggestions. I ran from the room and I left my hat and I couldn't even go back to get it.
Oh, Elwa, when did this interview with the sender happen?
The interview use them forever.
3 days ago, and you haven't done anything about it?
I thought I couldn't take any action.
LOL, how foolish, how stupid of you. I can't believe you.
I thought, and I just couldn't do anything. But I'm not paralyzed any longer.
What do you mean?
I have to do something.
Well, you should burn it.
And nothing goes scot-free?
Yes. No. Well, burn it.
Yes.
Burn it this very
Yes.
instant.
Burn it.
Right now.
I'll go inside and burn it.
No, burn it right here on the porch this very instant.
You can't look at it.
I wouldn't want to. I'd plug my eyes out first.
I think it's better if I go inside and burn it.
No, right here on the porch. Right here.
Turn your back and take me out the picture.
Fine. Have you any matches? Ella.
Yes, I have one.